The setting of scene 3 is a room in a house in Paris. The year is 1800. Sophie is now 21 years old. As the scene opens, we see a friend Louis, Father Joseph Barrett, sitting at his desk. Father Louis Barrett has just arrived to meet him. Before an open fireplace sits Father Barrett at a small table. Standing at the fireplace, warming his hands, is Father Louis Barrett.
My mind is made up, Reverend Father. Yes, Father.
Can Madeline Sophie possibly be the foundation stone? The daughter of a modest vine dresser? And yet, I wouldn't.
Father, this is my little sister, Sophie.
I'm so happy to meet you. Please don't be honest.
Oh, yes, I do indeed. Lou, would you please go over some letters for me? They're in my office. While I didn't Mademoiselle Red?
Yes, Father.
Please take your brother. You look tired, my dear, and cold. There's a quiet frost in here.
Thank you. I admit I was a little cold, but this fire seems so warm. I will soon be quite comfortable.
And now, Sophie. Oh, man called you Sophie.
Yes,
Now, Sophie, I have heard a great deal about you and your brother. And I have been thinking, it seems that you have a very good education that will aid you to spread God's love and love. And you have. I can see it in your eyes. A deep love for our Lord. Is that not so?
I love our Lord very much.
Now tell me, Sophie, what is it you wish to do for God with your life?
I wish to serve God as a Catholic.
Well, no, sir. That is not your vocation. Gifts that God has given you, and the education you have received, point in another direction.
What? What? In what direction?
I know you very difficult. Unfortunately, he died and found all his hopes and dreams, and begging me to carry him. His last words were that it's beginning to be small, a mere mustard seed, for the vision of the renewal of the world. This, sir, this is the one to which you are.
So you think that I am that mustard seed?
Yes.
Father, this cannot be. I am so young and so poor. How can I be a foundation stone for a new world order? This is something that I know nothing about. How could the Sacred Heart want me to work for him in such a way?
You must learn the mind and heart of Jesus, and give yourself entirely to his guidance. I know he has chosen you to become father. He has shown me in many ways.
I will think it over.
No, sir. That is not the thing to do. When God's will is made known, our part is to obey.
I do want to obey, but what good can I ever do? I could never
We
be.
can reveal the love of Christ to all that you do.
But do you believe I can do that?
Yes, the Sacred Heart, whose love will spread, will give you all the courage and confidence you need.
I want to obey God's will, but this is such a life that I want to see.
Isn't that all that we should aim to?
Yes, Lord.
Why do you hesitate? Think of all the work that we do. God's work. Think of all the children we taught. God's children. You believe this thing. And you remember that your courage and faith must be in your own confidence in one day.
I will remember, but please give me your blessing that I may have the strength to do what I must. For I am so good.
I know that you will have a great deal of self for the society is established, but do not be alarmed. Our Lord will give you a heart that is larger than all that you say. Such a heart can attain all things.
Adam and Sophie believed in God's word to her. Father Barron said to her, "Only say yes, and God will give you all." He sent many people to help you, and find schools wherever you go, so you and your sisters
This year's $1,000 cash and scholarship is presented to Shannon Hamilton.
Call 1, a personal and active faith in God. This student is quiet yet full of words, laid back yet intellectually intense, a cool kid, yet one of the warmest students on campus to peers, faculty, and staff alike. She is refreshing, responsible, resourceful, and has tried to keep herself and her peers in step with one another throughout her time at Sacred Heart. A young woman of deep personal faith, she has been active in her Abundant Life Church since she was a small girl, and has been a leader in the exploration and acceptance of other cultural and faith traditions within our own campus community. Most vividly, she lives out the principles of faith and forgiveness on a daily basis, modeling a commitment to these values with her peers and to younger students. She is one who does not see faith and science as fundamentally at odds, and thus she has developed her love of independent cancer research in a laboratory at Stanford University. She has a special relationship with words as well. She is an avid reader and a poet, and even performs her own work at school as well as in the larger community. Taking her inspiration from groundbreaking artists such as Cormac McCarthy, Billie Holiday, Dorothy Dandridge, and Langston Hughes, she strives to be a philosopher, artist, and activist. This young woman speaks of hope in the midst of hardship, possibility in the midst of pain, and shines forth as a woman of wisdom, character, and spiritual calling. For her faith in herself, in our SHP community, and in God, a light blue ribbon is presented to Jade Fields.
Respect for intellectual values. Rarely has a student passed through the doors of Sacred Heart with such a deep respect for education and an attitude that regards the knowledge gained in our halls as a particular privilege. Always one to vigorously pursue her passions, this young woman never shies away from a challenge in the classroom, on the athletic field, or in the dojo. Many people know she's a talented chef. Few people know that she is also a black belt in karate and trained in hand-to-hand combat. She believes that justice will come only at the meeting of knowledge and action. And thus, she has pursued the highest level of academic training we can offer with a sincere desire to impact our community. Known as an intellectual powerhouse in the senior class, she hopes someday to become a doctor because of the widespread positive effect she may have on others. In her own words, it's not just about fixing people up, it's about positively affecting their lives. Already, she is known for rallying her peers to action, engineering some of the most successful fundraisers and environmental awareness campaigns in Sacred Heart history. An avid reader and writer, she's editor of the newspaper and the literary magazine, as well as a leader of the varsity track team. She is a sweet, humble, brilliant, tough as nails, grateful philanthropist, looking for ways possible to make her world a better place. And to top it all off, she can run a 5.4-minute mile and can outpedal a Mercedes SUV on her bicycle. For her deep respect for intellectual values of Sacred Heart, as well as all things educational, communal, and environmental, it's my pleasure to produce a light blue ribbon to Julia Ronell. friendship with a Russian immigrant Jewish girl, but she has a deep curiosity and appreciation for other cultures. She travels abroad, reads books and magazine articles on international issues. She is teaching herself Breton, you know, the Celtic language of Brittany. And she was the first senior to sign up for a new course in Mandarin, even though she was warned that 1 year of a foreign language is useless as far as colleges are concerned. But it will give me a head start in Chinese in college, she exclaimed. She is very teachable because she has a reverence for the educators in her life. She's low maintenance because she doesn't place a high value on material things, rather she values the quality of life. She is empathetic because she's extremely interested in other people and listens to their stories. She's very independent because she thinks for herself. And she's intellectually curious because her education in the classroom is only the catalyst for further exploration. The mention of additional works by an author or of diverging positions on an issue will send her on a research expedition. A classmate referred to her as the girl who asks 100 questions that nobody else will ask or thinks to ask. She loves music and educational television, ski racing, and an interactive game of Jeopardy! And she's the young woman who at the age of 16 started Irish dancing lessons, not at all inhibited by the fact that she was twice the age of the other kids in the class. For her deep respect to intellectual values, a light blue ribbon is awarded to Brittany Shaw.
He wants to make a difference. He wants to repair, rebuild, or redirect the world. And he wants to do it connecting with the people these changes will directly affect. He went to Costa Rica to repair a one-room schoolhouse. He went to Chile to rebuild a homeless shelter. And he went to the School of the Americas to protest their mere existence. His appreciation for other cultures may have developed at the dining room table, but it was cultivated and nourished by his extracurricular experiences. He did not merely attend the National Youth Leadership Conference in Washington, D.C. as a sophomore, he took charge of it. He was elected by his peers to be their representative at the mock conference on human rights. He returned last summer to deliver the keynote address on how past personal choices can affect one's future options. He is extremely active in our diversity club and leads a student group on social tolerance in our community. The course he took on the history of Christianity sparked an interest in different religions, which was further developed in his world religions classes. His outside reading focuses on Taoism, Hinduism, Confucianism, Buddhism, and Zen Buddhism. He quit football to concentrate on drama, and I think he's the only brown belt in karate that has had a speaking role in Hamlet. He tries each day to follow his father's mantra. Respect is the most important thing you can give another person. Honesty is the way you show your respect for another. For his social awareness that has compelled us all to action, a light blue ribbon is awarded to Jack Tressler. Ready? We have a second award For goal 3, a social awareness that compels to action. Funny, engaging, witty, and passionate about life, she is a rare individual with a social presence that allows her to mix easily with all types of people. She can be seen playing with the younger students at summer camp, attending club meetings, anything from pen pals to the Italian club. She can even be seen at the head of a classroom as a guest teacher of 8th grade algebra. She discovered the exhilaration and joy of stage acting and became hooked. She's also an accomplished pianist, writer, and horseback rider. Jump shots, taped ankles, chemistry problems, and monologues on stage are the true typical highlights of this young woman's Saturday afternoons. She is one of the first women to play a vital role in the football program as the assistant athletic trainer. Her positive outlook, passion, energy, enthusiasm, leadership, intelligence, and compassion continue to inform her choices and actions. She is an engaged student who will make a difference. Her generous spirit, coupled with her commitment to help others, was put into action through an expedition to an El Salvador orphanage. There, she realized very quickly that this community needed financial help, and she wanted to be part of raising them. She created a documentary that raised both awareness and money. She is also a remarkable, one-of-a-kind, multi-talented, humble, and extraordinary individual who wants to make the world a better place, and I have no doubt that she will. A light blue ribbon is presented to Maria Gibbs.
This student is wise and worldly, with a sparkling intelligence that absorbs new experiences and information like a sponge. As one who loves and respects the power of words, she attempts to follow in the footsteps of Kerouac, as well as digest the wisdom of Nietzsche and Shakespeare, sometimes even in 2 different languages. As one who loves and respects others, she looks for ways to serve both at home and abroad. Her travels to Mexico and Costa Rica have opened her heart to look for ways to better her global community. Her work at home, through service in her church and to the elderly, has opened her heart to the fact that help can just be as needed right around the corner. As one who loves and respects Sacred Heart, she has worked tirelessly to contribute to our school community. Never needing the spotlight to be 100%, she is equally happy, quietly moving in the background or in front of a crowd, cheering on her teammates and classmates to do their very best. Whether she is organizing Plan a Day, paddling away at our pool, leading her class junior year, or moving the prep to greater spirit in her senior year, this is clearly a young woman who sees the betterment of her community to be just as important as the betterment of herself. For her unwavering commitment to education, excellence, and helping our community celebrate its accomplishments and traditions, a light blue ribbon is presented to Kate Saracen.
Goal 5, personal growth in an atmosphere of wise freedom. He is extremely self-assured, determined, calm, and focused. He is purposeful but practical, logical but sensitive, quiet but astute. He is comfortable with people of all ages, whether it be elder grandparents or younger cousins. He will take on the foolish role because he likes to laugh at himself and entertain others. He is the student who volunteers to dress up as the class mascot during their spirit weeks. He is the young man at the dance who remains behind to see if he can help clean up. He is the athlete that makes sure the players sitting on the bench are all okay, and the one that often encourages the coach to let them play in the game. He is the captain that cheers on his teammates. He assures them when they feel defeated. He's also not about being in the spotlight. He doesn't have a great deal of free time because of his tremendous commitment to varsity sports. But when he does, he uses it well. He has been in a musical. He's sung in our a cappella group. Each summer, he asks his English teachers to give him a list of books to read, even those that aren't on the required reading list at Sacred Heart. He is a regular visitor to the Stanford Museum, a regular attendee of the Stanford Speaker Series. He has a can-do attitude. It's been told that his favorite quote is from a Chinese proverb, that man who can catch fly with chopstick can accomplish anything. We're all sure that he's trying to figure out how to catch that fly. For his personal growth in an atmosphere of wise freedom, a light blue ribbon is presented to Tim Morton. Mature, grounded, ambitious, compassionate, and confident describes this young lady. Her teachers all refer to her as a natural leader, a very positive and insightful contributor. She has won several academic awards, but she is also a prominent and fantastic presence on the dance floor. She has a sense of humor that is typical of a seasoned comedian. She is an energetic leader with poise and composure. She was successful in raising awareness about cultural and socioeconomic conditions. A humanitarian at heart, she organized our school's first annual dance benefit in order to help raise awareness of the Bosnian genocide and donated the money raised that evening to the Global Children's Organization. However, she may be best known for her ability on the tennis court. Captain and most valuable player, she has found a way to balance her academics with her passion for athletics and still be involved in community service. A light blue ribbon is presented to Haley Hem.
Program for children at the Ronald McDonald House. She was a research assistant at Stanford University Labs, but her greatest contribution may have been her documentary on the plight of undocumented persons in Tijuana. Her moral vision focuses her camera lens to see things in and about everyday life that most of us miss. These experiences have generated an awareness that compels others to action. Her insatiable appetite to learn and gift of brilliance is demonstrated inside and outside the classroom. Whether it is exploring ideas with favorite teachers or taking photographs that break barriers of culture and language, this is the journey of an extraordinary senior making an impact on her community. She understands the value of intellectual curiosity, relishes the unique individual, and appreciates her many gifts. She served as the student representative to the Sacred Heart Curriculum Committee. This year, her presence benefited her classmates as well as the teachers she worked with in initiating policy reform. Her active listening, informative reflections, and genuine concern for the Sacred Heart community were a breath of fresh air in those less than jovial meetings. Mature in character and representing the highest ideals of our students, she will ease your presence with her great sense of humor and contagious chuckle. A dark blue ribbon is presented to Shannon Sean.
young women and men who will be graduating tomorrow, my classmates, the members of the class of 2008. As we gather here together, let us remember our loved ones, family, teachers, friends, who make visible to us the profound power of love. Together, we are a testament to what a supportive community of love can produce. Our time at Sacred Heart has provided us with endless opportunities to grow, physically, intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. We've been so privileged, so fortunate to experience such a potent and boundless community of support. What a gift we've been given. This liturgy provides a sacred moment for us to express our gratitude to God for those who've inspired us in ways that we cannot yet fully articulate or even begin to fathom. Tonight, as we offer our thankful hearts to God, let us not only reminisce on our past, but contemplate our future. In The Great Gatsby, a book we read together during sophomore year, F. Scott Fitzgerald speaks of a ladder, one that mounts to a secret place above the trees, amidst the stir and bustle among the stars. The ladder is one Gatsby might have climbed to see the pap of life and drink in the milk of wonder. In the years ahead, we ask that God guide us on our own visionary paths, ones rooted in a deep love of learning, an honest commitment to personal growth, and a selfless dedication to those around us. It is fitting that this evening's scriptures speak of friendship, love, and gratitude, three critical parts of life at Sacred Heart. May the words we hear and say tonight be inspirations for the journeys, our journeys, which lie ahead. Please rise and join in our gathering song. Gather us in.
Here. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
High school graduation. That's what I went to.
And then we just go down and I swap it. Oh, okay, so
Just wait till after they proceed. Don't merge into that.
Really? Hi, Shannon. Okay. It's almost there. Come here, Ben.
So you said,
Yep.
oh, my son is,
One black.
The goals and criteria of a Sacred Heart education. Recipients of Blue Ribbons must have attended Sacred Heart schools for at least 3 years. Recipients are selected by the vote of the senior class, faculty, and staff, and are ratified by the administration. I'd like to present to you this year's Blue Ribbon winners. Schools of the Sacred Heart educate to a personal and active faith in God. This student is quiet, yet full of words, laid back, yet intellectually intense, a cool kid, yet one of the warmest students on campus. To peers, house, she was a research assistant at Stanford University Labs, but her greatest contribution may have been her documentary on the plight of the undocumented persons in Tijuana, Mexico. Her moral vision focuses her camera's lens to see things in and about everyday life that most of us miss. These experiences have generated an awareness that compels others to action. Her insatiable appetite to learn and gift of brilliance is demonstrated inside and outside of the classroom. Whether it's exploring ideas with favorite teachers or taking photographs that break barriers of culture and language, this is the journey of an extraordinary senior making an impact on her community. She understands the value of intellectual curiosity, relishes the unique individual, and appreciates her many gifts. She served as the student representative to the Sacred Heart Curriculum Committee. This year, her presence benefited her classmates as well as the teachers she worked with in initiating policy reform. Her active listening, informative reflections, and genuine concern for the Sacred Heart community were a breath of fresh air in those less than jovial meetings. Mature in character and representing the highest ideals of our students, she will ease your presence with her great sense of humor and contagious chuckle. A dark blue ribbon was presented to Shannon Hamilton.
Mary Hamilton. Teresa Joy Hennig. Sarah Elizabeth Hansen.
So before we go this evening, I want to make a few... Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the class of 2008 Sacred Heart School.
Everybody in here. Ryan! This is not
work till summer. You go to buy.
Have them at the top.
John Sermsack!
Sorry.
Go Gators! Yeah! Hey Greg, did you figure out?
I guess so, because
Wow, yeah. You guys are falling so behind. I can't believe this. You're just falling behind. You need to focus. You need to...
We have a class that hears everything going on until 10 and kind of record the entire class. And it's been bad. It's been
a pen?
Yeah. It just records the entire class for audio.
What class is that in?
English.
Dude, amazing. You don't want to record it.
Yes.
To run that mile.
Where's the 2 mile mark?
Right there. That's why I knew it was 2 mile time when it's that pole sticking up. Those people are. It should actually be marked in orange. Look at Steve is gaining on us. Go, John! Come on, John!
Come on, John! Leave!
You got it, John! Let's go, let's go! Come on, it's time to go, it's time to go! Go, go, go! Come on, John! Let's go, Tyler! All right, Tyler! Looking good. Come on, come on! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Come on! Push the next guy! Go, Christian!
I like it at the door. Yeah!
I just relaxed downhill.
Christian, you look great, you look great. Come on, come on.
Almost done.
Let's go, Christian. Come on.
Woo! Go, Sean!
Good job, Sean.
One more. Yeah! Last time. Last time. Good job. He's ahead of a lot of people. Yeah, Sean! Woo!
Come on, David.
Woo!
Nice race. All the way through. Come on!
Our next song is Danny Boy with Luke Quinton on the bass and featuring Margaret Coda on the piano. Next up, we have a song called Mixed Bag, which you'll hear Latin, swing, and funk all mixed together, featuring Brian on drums, Devin back on bass.